I am so sorry. I'm having so many problems. I'm screaming at my own phone. Oh my God.
We'll blame the Antichrist.
Exactly, exactly. We're gonna blame him. Yes, I did. I did. I am actually a really horror movie lover. So I had before filming the first Omen and before knowing that I was going to be in the cast, I already had watched the previous movies. So yeah, I'm a really fan of horror movies. So I knew it. I watched it.
Fantastic. And can you remember
Yeah.
what you thought about the movie? Did you have like a favorite part in it?
Well, I've always liked so much horror movies, and I've always loved the story behind the Omen. The Omen is a really good story, and I think the fact that it's so old and it's still so attracting people to this day, it's so lovely to me.
It is. It's amazing. It's nearly 50 years as well since it came out.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was obviously so nervous because I was only 14 years old, and I was so happy to even just having the castings. When I did the castings, it was so great to me just doing the casting only for the castings. And when I got the answer, when I got the yes, you are in the cast, I was like so excited, but what I was so scared. Obviously, they were always so lovely and making me so comfortable with everything. But it was obviously a little bit, I was scared. I was so scared to do something wrong. I was so scared that I would, I don't know, disappoint someone. But I lived there in a really lovely way. I got so many people that helped me during the whole filming stage, and it was so great. I was so nervous because I was so little, and I was like, oh my God, am I going to do it? I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to do it, but at the end I was proud of it. I was really proud. And they contacted me because they knew me from another movie that I made, and they knew me and they called me and they asked me if I wanted to do the castings, And also, did you know that my character Carlita was previously like 12 years old and I was 14, so I was out of age. And so that was another point where I was like, they're not going to take me, but just we're gonna do it. And at the end, when I got the yes, I was so excited because I wasn't believing it. I couldn't believe it. Uh, Trust me, I couldn't believe it because the character was too little for me because I was 14 and she was 12. And then at the end, the Arkasha Stevenson really got in love with me, fell in love with me, and I was so happy. And yeah, I participated, and I'm just so happy. Yeah, it was a whole series of castings. I went in Rome to film some videos, so they wanted to see me in person, and then I got the answer. Well, of course, they were the first day on set. It was always my favorite day, but also the day that scares me the most because it's the day where you go on set and then you have to work. You have to do everything you studied for years, for months, because you have to study the whole script. You have to study the whole story, the whole character. So there is a lot of work behind everything. I think the first day, I remember it with excitement, but in that moment where it was the first day of set, I was so scared and nervous. I was so nervous, but people around me made me so comfortable, and I was so happy about it because I was scared to meet the people and, think they could think something bad about me, and then no, they were so lovely. They were all so sweet, and I'm really really happy about that because they they chilled me out. Yes, of course, we remained in contact, and I'm really happy about it because, we are. She is so busy always because she's working so much, and I'm really proud of her because she's doing a really great job with her career, and I'm really happy and proud about that. And even if we're busy, we just know that she's here for me and I'm here for her. We are conscious about that, and yeah, we stayed in contact. Of course, we talked when the movie came out, and we talked so much, and it was so lovely because she's so sweet as a person. She's so sweet. I consider her as a friend, but on set, and there was this relationship where I think I see her as a big sister for me. She's my big sister for me, and I'm her little sister. So it's a really great relationship, and I'm really happy about that.
Well, you were sisters in the film, so sisters
Well,
eyes
exactly,
as well.
exactly. That
Yeah,
connected in the real life.
and I really don't. One of my favourite scenes between the two of you was when you were sort of sat outside on the bench in the
Yes.
orphanage, and
Yeah.
Nell was like saying, "Oh, you never run away from anything. You just raise up your claws and you like this." And I thought that was
Exactly.
a brilliant scene between.
Yeah, that was a really big scene. I really love that scene. I actually love that scene because I when I read that scene, I really got excited because I had to I had to have a relationship with Nell, because if I didn't have that, I couldn't just do the film, just make the parts. No, I just want the real relationship that can you can feel from the screen, to be a part of the relationship. You have to see that I'm trusting her.
From
Well, we just collected the answer that I gave before, because you talked about that scene where I am on the bench and I'm like, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm doing something with my hands. Yeah, and I'm doing it with a rock, a rock I found on the ground. So the rock from that scene where I'm scribbling on the bench, and then I got there was the man that made pictures, the Carlita, how do you say, painted.
yeah,
So he gave to me a whole set of pencils that he used
oh,
to make the
fantastic.
pictures, and they had my name on the pencils with the Carlita and some scribbles. So yeah, I took that from the set, and that's it. I couldn't take too many things. 'Cause they would yell at me, but yeah,
Yeah, the
I
security
tried. I tried.
security stops you on the door
Exactly.
with all these bags.
Well, I remember that the best thing was watching the movie with all the people that I love um, by my side, because I was so scared because I always judge myself when I see a movie that I made. I always judge myself when I see something. So having people around me that loves me, and I seeing their faces, their proud faces, was a really good memory of mine, and it was a little piece of hurt to me. And yeah, it was so great, and I was proud of the whole movie. I was proud of all the work that was behind everything, and watching the movie finished, watching my whole work of like 1 year that I work on that movie, watching it finished, and seeing everyone around me liking it. It was really, really great. It was exciting, and I got all the energies around, all the positive energies around. So it was great. It was so great. Well, not too strange, but yeah, no, we didn't have that many problems. Um, the only problem that we had on that set was the COVID, but COVID it's not real as strange things, but no. Fortunately, I was scared of that. I was scared of that part, but fortunately, nothing happened to me. Nothing happened to anyone. We are all fine. We are fine. Fortunately, we are still here. We're still fine. Nothing too strange happened. No, no, no. We filmed that in Rome. We filmed that on a mountain in Rome, and with the fake snow. It was so great because it was so beautiful with the fake snow and everything. But we didn't film that in Serbia. No, we didn't film that in Serbia. We filmed something else in Serbia. We filmed something inside. I think it was like in the in some rooms, if I remember well. They were not too important scenes. They were not too important for the film. They were just some scenes that were irrelevant, but they were also great scenes. But they didn't make it to the movie, obviously, because there are so many. It happens every time you make a movie, some scenes don't make it to the movie. So yeah, we did shots some scenes that weren't in the final movie, but they weren't too important for the story. But yeah, I remember there was a scene where I was jumping on the trampoline. Oh, actually, yeah, there was a scene where I was jumping on the Carlita was jumping on the trampoline, and they totally cut that out. Yeah.
I can't imagine Carlita jumping on the trampoline, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. It was a scene where the nuns were all around, kids were playing all around, and Carlita was trying to jump on a trampoline for the first time. Yeah, crazy Carlita. No, that was filmed. Well, we filmed that scene for like 2 days because it's one of the most important scene of the movie, and we really worked so much for that scene, and everything was so important in that scene. Every detail was important, and I remember. No, we didn't show. I didn't see the nun going, on fire, but there was a mannequin. Did you say mannequin? Yeah. There was a mannequin that got on fire for the on set, but we were obviously all far because we couldn't, get ourselves on fire. So we were far away, and everything was obviously controlled. But yeah, we shot that in so many, take in 2 days. Like we shot that on repeat so many times, and I think that scene is so important because there is my look, and I think my stare was so important that I was so scared to do something wrong. But yeah, they helped me so much because it's not that easy to imagine something on. You can't imagine a nun going on fire, you know, um, near you without having something. So having the fire, the actual fire, was actually great because it helped me so much. There
Yeah.
was a fire, but it was a mannequin. It wasn't, of course, the nun. There are lots of theories, around. I obviously can't think with the mind of the people that wrote that down, but I think it's kind of something that you, as a public, have to imagine. You know, I think something that everyone can imagine, and you don't have an answer, and you don't need an answer. You just think what you want to think and what comes into your mind, you know. Well, the best memories I have are the memories that I have on set, and I think the whole experience was so great. I think I am so lucky to say that I was on in there. I'm so lucky to have these memories in my head, and I think I will have them all in my heart forever, because it was a really great set. Everyone was so lovely, and I studied so much. I wanted to make it perfect. Of course, I know that perfection is not going to be possible, but I really got on work. I really worked so hard. So I always remember everything with excitement, happiness, of course. And yeah, I'm really proud of myself because I was so scared that I wasn't gonna make it. And then making it, it's a great thing for me. And yeah, I remember everything. I remember all the people that were on set, all the sweet people that were on set, and I'm just so lucky. I just think I'm so lucky.